Hey guys, I am back with another weekly chat for you today, and I gotta start off by saying, I'm just gonna start with this topic first. I feel like I am in a YouTube summer slump with my videos. There's different things that I think have caused it. Number one, sometimes I just got one week I was decluttering and cleaning, got too busy. Another week I was just like I had a bit of a stressful week and my mind was not on video ideas and I just couldn't come up with any new ones. And then last Friday I didn't get the video up there because of the fact for two reasons. I forgot that I hadn't finished editing it until Thursday afternoon, later Thursday afternoon. And in that one particular video that I was planning for Friday, I was going to insert photos into the video. And when I went and looked at those photos, they were horrific. Some of them were so overexposed that they were almost white and you couldn't see any details. And then on some of the others, the color was off. I do not really know what happened. I'm wondering, I can't remember if I was using my point and shoot Canon to take the photos or if I used the Olympus. The Canon usually does fairly well just taking clothing photos because it was going to be a clothing video. I'll tell you about that. It was going to be a clothing video, not a haul. It was stuff out of my own wardrobe. And so when I was just like, I can't, those photos are horrible. And I felt like it just was not going to be the best quality. And I was already struggling a little bit with the video because it was a different idea that I had. And sometimes when I have different ideas, it doesn't always, I feel like I need practice. And so I ended up, it's a video topic that I want to do, and I've already filmed two videos, and I'll go ahead and tell you the topic. I'm taking one item out of my wardrobe and say one skirt. Like the first one was a video of a black skirt and making multiple outfits by bringing different tops in. So that was the first video, and it wasn't completely, I want to do more with that theme. I want to do more and make it bigger and better. And so the first video was just the first one, so it wasn't the best. And so I was going to take photos of the different outfits and insert those in the video so you could see those. But I wasn't going to be wearing them. I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit lazy. So I was just hanging the clothing up on this door behind me, and the photos were horrible. And they usually do fairly well in here, so I've got to retake all of those photos. So and then so I just end up being in this summer slump. And oh, one other thing, I ended up getting a clothing rack, and I think there's somebody walking. Okay, I got distracted. Sorry about that. There's a window out here, and there was somebody walking around my neighbor's house. I don't know if he belongs there or not, but anyway, sorry for the distraction. Oh my goodness. I got a clothing rack. And so the first video that I'm going to do in that series is not going to involve a clothing rack. The second video that I filmed does involve the clothing rack. But it was like all of a sudden when I used the clothing rack in the second of these series second video in the series that I did, it was like I had never done YouTube before, and it was my very first video. I was struggling speaking. I was struggling just doing anything with that video, so I need more practice with it. But so I haven't even looked at the footage of the second video, so I am going to do this. I am going to do this, but I have just been in a summer slump with YouTube, and because of this, I'm just failing to get up the amount of videos that I normally want to get up weekly. So for a little while, I think I'm going to pull back and only do 3 videos a week, which is still quite a bit, which is the one I'm filming now, the chat videos. I love doing these. I will probably still continue to do an outfit video on Mondays. I like doing those, and those are fairly easy, and I feel like I got those down. And then maybe a Friday video, and I'm going to leave the Wednesday video off for now until I feel like I'm out of the slump. I've got other ideas that I want to do, but I feel like I need to work on those, and I do want to do a better quality video. Now, I still am limited by my filming equipment, but I think I can still make it more interesting for you guys just by being more prepared. And I think that's another thing that was problematic for me. I wasn't just getting prepared for these. Sometimes they take a lot of work, especially if I'm going to be hauling stuff out of my closet and bringing them in here and so forth and so on. So just in a little bit of a slump right now. So for the next few weeks, I don't know how long, I think I'm not going to do a Wednesday video. And I just want you guys to be aware of it. Nothing else is wrong with me. Nothing whatsoever. I'm not quitting YouTube. I love it. But I will tell you, YouTube for me is a hobby. I don't make a living from it. And so there are times when, you know, with hobbies, you just need to pull back and rethink these things and just, you know, figure out what can I do to make this better. And I want to make it better. And so anyway, that's just my thoughts on that topic for now. So what else? I just had another thought and it just left me and it was really important. What was it? Oh, I know. Excuse me, got choked up there. I have been in a no-buy for the month of August, and let me put it this way, for the first 2 weeks of August. And if for this no-buy, it's items that I don't use every day. Let's put it that way. So if it's something that I use every day, of course, and if I run out of whatever that item is, I will buy that because I'm almost out of my favorite eye cream. I am going to go get that eye cream. That is not included in the no-buy because it's like I use that thing every day and I'm almost out. So something like that is acceptable for me to buy. Some people call these no-buys ban islands, like you're banning your stuff and you're on a little island that's called Ban Island, and so that, you know, you can't, you know, nothing can come towards that island. So I've been doing that, and for a few reasons. One, I need to take a step back. I did some purchases with the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I'm wearing my favorite top. I love this top, so I'm very happy with that. I am thrilled with that denim jacket I've got. I love that thing. The Nike shoes that I got, I love those. The Vince skirt that I got. So, you know, I love what I got, but I do need to take a step back. So I started doing that in August. I do not know how long I am going to do this no-buy. And what I have been doing, there are some things that I really want for fall to include in my fall wardrobe. And there are several things. I cannot get them all. So what I am going to be doing is making a list and prioritizing these items that I would like to include and do it normally. When I do like a wish list type thing, I don't normally rank everything, but I'm going to start doing that for this fall stuff that I want to incorporate into my wardrobe and say, if I can get one thing, what is it going to be? If I can get 2 things, 3 things, so forth and so on, what is the most priority? And there's one item, there's actually 2 items that are 3 items. Well, anyway, that I would really like to get, but if I get this one particular item in mind, if I get that item, that pretty much eliminates everything else. And so that's something that I have to think about. It's like, is it something that I want so much that I'm okay with that? Or is it an item that I was like, yeah, I want it, but not as much as I would still like to incorporate this other stuff. So I've got some items in my mind, and I've just got to rank them and see, this is one thing that I absolutely must bring into my wardrobe. And once I get that list ready, and once I have, you know, a particular amount of money, I may go ahead and buy that one thing and then save up some more, and then when I can get the second thing. So I may do that, but it's going to be extremely well thought out purchases when I break my no-buy. It's not that I'm just going to go randomly and just go start buying a bunch of clothing for fall. They're going to be, everything's well thought out. So what I do plan on doing is, I feel like this is something of a paradox in a way. It's like, I want to continue the no-buy as far as just randomly buying a lot of stuff. And I've done pretty well for that this year. I've failed in some places and done really well, but that's where I just want to continue is only buy the purchases, or only buy things that I absolutely love, and think about it and think about it and think about it and figure out. For me, it's going to be wardrobe items, but yours, if you're thinking about this as too, it may be something else. But where does this fit in my wardrobe? Number one, is it needed in my wardrobe? Number two, do I have something else almost exactly like it, and that can be something I can eliminate, or I will sell the other thing in my wardrobe and get the new thing. So that's what I'm thinking out. And there's a couple of things that I really, really, really want, and I'm just going to tell you what it is right now. And one of them is a gold pleated skirt. I have had this on my mind for over a year now. There was a gold pleated velvet, a Topshop skirt that came out in 2016. I missed it. I don't know why I didn't get it, and I have regretted not getting that ever since. I bought one and then returned it during the Nordstrom anniversary sale because it looked terrible on me. And so I have found another one. This one isn't velvet, but it is a gold pleated skirt. I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead and get that and maybe break my no buy. I haven't done it yet. I am 2 weeks into this no buy, and I kind of like being successful with it. So that's one item. And I'm also have become obsessed with the color red. It's a huge fall trend, and I want to bring something red into my wardrobe. My wardrobe is severely limited with the color red. I've only got right now 2 things are coming to mind. There may be something else, but I've only got 2 things coming to mind. And so there is something that I want that is red, and I really, really want to bring that into my wardrobe. So I'm going to be working on that. So there's some things that I'm looking at doing. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with you, the no buy, and then this ranking of my items that I want to get for fall. What can I do? And just think about it, just really, really think about it. And I thought that may help you guys as well if you're thinking about doing something like this, if you want to do your fall wardrobe as well. And so I have, I'm going to transition into eBay a little bit. So I have added something else. I've gone back through my closet again and really looked at some stuff. And I looked at this one skirt, and I love a tulle skirt, as you guys probably are aware. I think I have 4 of them, and I was looking at this one. It was white, and it was kind of ombre, and it went into this bluish gray blue color. And I was looking at that, and I was looking at it, and I'm going, I don't know that it matches very much in my wardrobe as far as top wise. I just didn't think it looked good with anything else other than this one top, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to sell that. And I listed it on eBay, and it sold less than 24 hours, within 24 hours. So now I'm down to 3 tulle skirts that I can think of. There may be something else, but 3 that come to mind. And there's one of the other ones I'm thinking about listing as well, because I think I've worn it once, maybe twice. And I have a black one that I love and a gray one that I love. Those are the easy ones to wear. Then the other one I'm thinking about selling is a navy one, but it's got some sequins on one of the inner layers. And I just don't wear that one. Every time I look at it, I go, I love that skirt, but I just don't wear it. So I'm thinking about selling that one as well. And so eBay this week has been fairly good. I mean, better than last week. I sold 3 items, so I'm thrilled about that. But I thought I was done with my wardrobe clear out. I really thought I was done, but I think I'm gonna have to go take another look and just really say, this fits in with me now, or for 2 reasons. Number 1, does it fit? Number 2, does it fit in with the aesthetic that I want my wardrobe to look like right now? Am I wearing it? And there's still some items, everything that I've got in there right now, I look at it and go, I love those pieces, but I realized that I was transitioning to eBay, and I was talking about wardrobe before that, but I'm telling you right now, I am just frustrated with it. I'm just getting this out here. I am frustrated. I love each thing individually as much as you can love a piece of clothing, but I'm just not happy with it in its entirety right now. I'm frustrated with it, so I'm just airing these frustrations to you guys. And so I'm trying to revamp it a little bit, but I can't just go out and just buy a whole new wardrobe. That cannot happen. So I want to bring a few pieces in that will work well with everything that I've already got. So I'm trying to be back to that extremely thoughtful about this and decide what am I going to bring in and what am I going to sell. So I do really believe I need to sell some more items. Number one is to shrink the wardrobe down so I can bring more pieces in. And the second is to put that money towards the new items. So anyway, that has been where my mind has been kind of this week, just on these type topics. There are other things I've been thinking about as well, but I just thought I would share these with you. I'm about to go get the puppies, and I will tell you a Chanel story this week. I do not know what happened, but I will share what I do know with you guys. So I want to say it was Tuesday night. I think that's when it was. I do not know what she did. I was in my room and I had been watching something on Netflix, and I came out of my room to get something to drink in the kitchen. And so I was walking, and all of a sudden I looked down, and there was Chanel, and she had her right paw up, just holding it up, and she would not move, would not put that paw down. And I tried to encourage her to come to me. I wanted to see if she could walk, and she absolutely refused to. So even when I picked her up, she was still holding her paw up, and I was like, oh my goodness, she has somehow hurt herself. I believe she probably jumped off of a chair because she loves getting in a chair and she jumps down. I cannot break her of that. I don't know what to do about it. And so I was just like, oh my goodness, what do I do? She was not crying. She wasn't whining, whimpering, and nothing. She was just standing there and would not move. And I feel so bad because I don't know how long she was standing there. And then, so I got her, and I'll tell you what, I prayed for her. I believe in the power of prayer, and I was like, you know, I'm going to pray for her right now. And if she's still this way in the morning, call the vets, because this was at night. And so the next morning, she gingerly kind of stepped on it. Then within about 5 to 15 minutes, she was running around the house. So I did end up, I put a heating pad on it that night, not the whole night, but I put one on her for about an hour and just let her rest, and then put her back in her bed, her regular bed. And the next morning she was just fine. So whether you want to say the prayer worked or just resting it, whatever, she's fine now. So I am so happy about that. So let me go ahead and get them. They're running around back. I hear them barking. And so I'll show you the puppies, and then we'll go ahead and end the chat video. You're seeing them when they're hyper. Oh my goodness. They are not even remotely sleepy right now, and they're attacking me. Oh my goodness. So let me put one down at a time. That just makes it easier. So here's Coco, and they have been running around. So they are not even remotely sleepy right now. And this is typically Coco's behavior when somebody's holding her, is she just wants to lick their hands nonstop. And I was like, Coco, stop licking my hands. Just stop. I don't always enjoy puppy kisses. And then Chanel, on the other hand, wants to lick me in the face. And she has done that several times, like she's trying to do right now. She's like, Mama, 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 please let me kiss you. And I'm like, no. So here they are, but she is doing well, and her little foot is just fine now. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye, everybody.